Welcome, new friends. I am Miss Lawrence, and I will be your math teacher as we transition. This is what our Google Classroom looks like for math. Each week, if you go to classwork, you will see that I have each week organized as a separate topic. All right? And each week, the first place that you need to go daily is your slides for the week. And I'm going to show you the slides that I used for last week to kind of give you an idea of what they will look like. They will always begin with a slide that gives you the weekly dates. We have learning links here, and it's for BrainPop and Schools PLP. And then each day has a slide that looks like this. So for last Monday, the first slide shows daily math problems. Right? And you will have daily math problems each day. There will always be 4 problems. And we will have a daily math folder. Now, if you are in my homeroom and Miss Dill's homeroom, you have a purple daily math folder. If you are in Miss Curry or Miss Henson's homeroom, she and I are working together, and you may not have a purple folder, but you will have something starting on Tuesday where you will do your daily math. All right? It'll show you how to set those pages up and everything. But if we are on a hybrid or we go all remote, you will need to have these daily math problems done before we start our live meet for the day. Because the first thing that I do when we start our live meet is go over the answers to these 4 questions. Okay? So that's daily math, and you will have that each day. The next slide will tell you what your assignment is for Schools PLP if we are hybrid or if we go all remote again. So there will be a small piece for Schools PLP, and just below that you will have your classwork. And a lot of times that will include things like, a title of an interactive notebook page or your actual classwork assignment that you would complete and turn in on Google Classroom. Okay? In our math notebook, my students and Miss Dill's students currently have a blue folder that we use for math, and this is like a reference notebook where we just do pages of different concepts that we've covered, and this once again is going to be like a reference notebook for you. We don't do assignments that we would turn in for a grade in this. We just keep up with different pages that show us the way to do the things that we've already completed in class, okay? And Miss Curry and Miss Henson's classes do already have a math notebook. I think yours is a composition book, and that's fine. We're gonna continue in that same composition book that you have, and we will just pick right up from where you guys are, okay? And that is the 2 slides that we have. Sometimes I do post a picture of the notes if we've had an issue with Google or several people had problems getting on. I may go ahead and add another slide or put over here a picture of the notes that we did, all right? But if I don't, here's an example. Here's a picture because some people got a little bit behind. We had some trouble with lagging, so I just put a picture of the notes here, all right? So once you get to this slide, you will see the next slide says Tuesday. Once you get to the next day, you know you're finished for that day. All right, you will continue through your slides until you see the next day. So this is Tuesday from last week, and the first slide again is that daily math. The next slide is your Schools PLP, and then we'll list classwork. And once again on this day, I went ahead and put a picture of the notes. So that is just kind of an overview of the way math class will work. We will start each day with daily math. Then we will continue on to our lesson, and then most days you will have 5 problems, maybe 10 problems to complete to show me how you're doing with the concept. And that's it, all right? So welcome to math. I know we're gonna have a period of transition, and I'm happy to work with you, happy to work with your parents to ease this transition as much as possible. See you soon.
Hello, welcome to ELA 2021. I will be your new ELA teacher. I'll first start with Google Classroom just to show you how the setup is. It should be similar to the way Ms. Curry had hers set up. So when you go to Google Classroom, you'll go to ELA Deal 2021. Here the link pops up the same as Ms. Curry's class would. A couple of things that may be different. When you click on classwork, I separate my assignments based on the week. I know Ms. Lawrence does the same thing, just to group everything together. So I'll go through this week's assignment so you can just get an idea of how the classroom will be organized. So here is the week of January the 11th through the 15th. The student slides. So the slides that I use in class, I post them as well as on Google Classroom for reference. Each day I will add the slides from the current day so the students can go back to refer to them. So here are the slides from Monday, January the 11th. So each slide will begin with I'll go into present mode, with a welcome slide with today, the day's date. We have some hyperlinks on the side. Every morning in ELA, we have morning work to complete. So the morning work will be posted on Google Classroom as well for the whole week. I'll show you that slide in just a moment, because when we log into the live class, as well as when the students come into the classroom, we will review this slide before class starts. So I like for the students to work on that, complete it on their own, so when we review, they can check their work and have any questions, they can pose those questions then. Following that, I have a checklist of the assignments for that current day. Now the checklist has hyperlinks that takes the students directly to the assignment. I also assign this slide so students can use this as an organizational tool to make sure that they completed their assignments for that day. Going through the slides, this is the lesson that I go over. So I have everything there. So it's several slides. Students can refer back to these slides as needed. For example, this is our vocabulary for the week. I went through the definitions. The reason I have definition 1 and 2, because I have an online dictionary that the students use. That is also hyperlinked here on the assignment slide. This is just for your reference, okay? So the slides go through the lesson, and at the end, I end my lesson again with the checklist. So in the event that a student has to log out of the call early, I go over the assignments at the end and at the beginning and at the end to make sure everyone knows exactly what to do. So Ms. Curry and I plan together, so we should be on the same, should be at the same point as far as the curriculum. In our class, we do use a ELA notebook. This is an interactive notebook. Students use this for their reference. In the morning work, they complete in their ELA notebook, as well as some interactive pages. So I will work with Ms. Curry's class to make sure that they have an ELA notebook. If they don't have a composition notebook or a folder, I have plenty of extra supplies. So we'll make sure we have that prepared by Tuesday. I hope that this transition is as smooth as possible. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys.
Hello, my name is Dracy Hinton. I will be your child's new social studies and science teacher starting on January 19, 2021. I wanted to show you guys how my Google Classroom works, and they're the same as Ms. Lawrence's and Ms. Dill's. I have my classwork section. I have it labeled to where wherever we're doing this week for chapter 3, for example, is where we were last time. I put all of our assignments, our study guide, and our tests in here, and that's the same way I'm going to do it for you guys. If you look under student materials, check daily, this is where you will find my virtual classroom. When you click on my virtual classroom, it'll show you the links to find my contact info, assignments, and my schedule, which I will update weekly and be able to help you guys guide through it until we all get used to this new transition. I can't wait to get started and get to see you all soon, and I'll see you guys on the 19th of January.